5%, and they pay tax. Where they call the tax? Now NIA they call the tax. Who's they pay the tax? Now BSL, Bank of Salon. Are we understanding? Me and ECOWAS MP. Anytime I go Abuja for go sit, not to Salon government they buy for me tickets. We don't get that clear. You got other people in other parliaments here, of course, whether European Parliament or AU Parliament, it is Salon government. We. Anytime Honorable Abukabo, Honorable Mabinti, Honorable Veronica will go. Not to Salon government they buy for with tickets. Now ECOWAS they send with tickets. Take note. Not to Salon government they go per diem. Huh? When we go, who's how we sleep, they will totally pay. Not to Salon government they give. Now ECOWAS they pay for we per diem. You understand? So also President Malabi running ECOWAS. Let's alone people and fear be allayed. Hey, because they hear we must say, hey, no money they cannot so back. They're quite going to spend. No. So I allay if fear that side is 0.5%. Then the quarter. As long as I go to ECOWAS country, that should be come out. Now outside the count market, now they money come out. Not to ECOWAS at all. So no engage for Salomon here. But if you begin to imagine the kind of respect and honor, Salon will turn diplomatic hub. I'm not going to look forward to Salon. Like where former and predecessor President Hamed Bola Tinubu, they run ECOWAS at Asrock. Now so state lodge, East Station, get for kind important. They get for really important. I'm telling you. And somebody also asked, yes, at them bill and they now ECOWAS get for Duam. And even at the end of the day, even the minister, all ECOWAS meeting them, definitely will be paid by ECOWAS. So you got say, hey minister, you don't call the company minister, you don't no, what the Salon government to now ECOWAS to pay. So you got. If I tell you the kind of respect and Salon, I don't value democracy. It only takes somebody with rich democratic credential. Remember President Malabio, he get the confidence, he get the wherewithal for talk to presidents of Mali, of Burkina Faso, and Niger for let a reposition back for calm. Because the losses in Boku, I will not tell you the detail of the losses. For example, we learn lesson from Brexit. When Britain will come from European Union, the president pay huge. The lesson learn. If somebody in a P5 now above, you in Mali, you in Burkina Faso, you will lose that job. You know going to lose that job because it's clear that you don't come out of ECOWAS. What are the tangible benefit to ECOWAS? Somebody asked the question, very important question. They benefit them beaucoup. Each time President Malabio, chairman now for ECOWAS, he called meeting. I begin imagine our Atlantic, our is in blue. Our say a palm. Chapter 1. Go boom. You know the amount of staff they go come? And the protocol they go come? We economy go boom. Each time they call ECOWAS Parliament. Abuja. Ogam Oteoke Lodge. Top rank. And can always pray, say, hey, let's Salomon come. Top ranking, boom. Then we make money. We turn this in, it go boom. Definitely. And another tangible benefits again, where we will learn from. Let me know this. Me now, steering committee member of WAO, West African Health Organization. I will tell you, when MPOX hits, the first organization, when send money to Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Finance for come Ministry of Health, na ECOWAS, through WAO. You ever done that? That is some of the tangible benefits that they get. What are some of the tangible benefits and jobs? I don't tell you say President Malabi will be partial or it will be biased because the job of the ECOWAS are for all ECOWAS citizens there, especially when we're not diverse ECOWAS yet. But I will tell you, just now, the vice president of the courts, because President Malabi go for work with the courts, he go for work with the ECOWAS Parliament, he go for work with the ECOWAS Commission, he go for work with Council of Ministers or Foreign Ministers. Each time, at the moment, now the vice president of the courts, ECOWAS courts, now Justice Sengu Kuruma is Singalonian. Now Cape Verdean and the Edam. Just yesteryears, we began a speaker. President Malabi go forget a living reservoir. The Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Mohamed Sidi Tonis. Then I mean the Speaker, that tells you all the strategy for let honor President Malabi and watch. Let ECOWAS Parliament succeed. He will reveal the secret to him. He can serve as a living reservoir for Kamutam. So the Parliament will make President Malabi in work is smooth as chairman. Another tangible benefit, let me tell you something. If you don't know, the university, we're going to connect this Twitter. How many persons have you connected? I ask you because I'm a beneficiary. Is that connect? President Malabio correct over 100 years. Can you imagine? Education started at 1910. After 100 years. Now we get a resident university. If you don't incorporate the ECOWAS, we definitely not get it. Can you imagine? Listen very well. President Malabio is correct and historical wrong. Look at the years 1910. School business started at Kono. After 100 years, now we get resident university. We are the give money day. 2020, me have been pivotal debater of that agreement. Now we debate that agreement. ECOWAS pay the money. ECOWAS guarantee for pay the money. By October, we'll begin a skyscraper building. That are intangible. You know how many person went to attend a university? I want to come out. I attend university in Freetown. Many Kono children, take note. Many Kono girls picking them. They will get quality husband when they will get graduates them from that university. See the benefit? Because you go marry graduates. I'm married. Moyamba, because I go to Jala University. After university, you look for Moyamba girl. Can you imagine? My wife comes from Moyamba. So I begin imagine how many cannot teach them, get forget quality husband them, because people in Komoya, so they come out in the north and come out in the south, they go university, like Kono this seat, and they don't university, they won't get them fine party, before you know, married. So Kono girl begin to get quality husband. Another benefits, through ECOWAS, the Liberian salon road now where they see, now ECOWAS money. Through ECOWAS, the Lunga Depot, we can forget the standby army them, 95% completed, the ECOWAS money. So you see, Sierra Leonean, we're going to look at the commission, we're going to look at the court, we're going to look at the parliament. As long as Sierra Leonean qualify, they're going to be appropriate apportion in ratio. For that Sierra Leonean also get job after the part 2.
Okay, sir.
Number 3, I will.
Then say
for benefits alone.
Lastly,
Onyenga.
Yes.
I think Onyenga, Mr. Minister.
Okay, quickly, sir. I want to give them a chance for let them ask enough questions.
Yeah, I talk on this because 3 weeks ago, I'm in the ECOWAS Parliament. The president, according to, inside the Article 18, the president, every year, the president of ECOWAS, President Umar Ali Touré, he can address members of parliament. A privilege. I had this critical question about Yenga issue. Let me premise. I say if you can Google for me the word Yenga. I asked that question. They definitely Google Yenga. It was found in Kailan district in Sierra Leone. I also asked a question, how we colonial masters then. When I'm in high school, I've been prepared for history. Inside 1898, the All Tax War, 1896, they tell you about, and the declaration of the protectorate. It's been very clear. British colonial masters then, because Guinea can bank their hope on 1912 treaty, very important. I know very well the minister ran off. But the matured way when the president, it may actually encourage me, instead of discuss all. He said, but in and with Minister of Foreign Affairs, they don't do a thorough job. And I'm telling you, few questions I asked. Before the war, and for the Sanko Broken War 1991, I saw them they do farm work na Yenga. Before the war, we are in the fishing, na the water, na Makoni, we naturally separatory. Before the war, we are in the go. The people of Yenga in the vote. It's very clear. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Mr.
we'll
Minister.
get time.
So Yenga issue, let us affair it go solve, and through it, diplomatic means we cannot afford to fight. No way. Yeah.
Thank you very much,
Mr. Minister.
Thank you so much. When the honorable talk, you will say an honorable then a leader. So then they get time in a parliament. They go no more. Also, my team, I want to call out publicly. Who are they in charge of the timer? Every week, pass will ask the ministry staff. Nobody know the timer. Where they post, where they operate the timer. God, Joe, are you in charge? Who are they in charge of the timer? We need to have somebody there, so at least the timer go they regulate. Because then beaucoup sense man they are gonna add today. Otherwise, we know we will control the time. Okay. Let's see the hand and the question there. All right, at the starts middle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the go so. There we can so. Starts. Yes.
Good afternoon. My name is Ousmane Minté. Monsieur le ministre des Affaires étrangères, je pose cette question en français pour permettre aux autres populations de l'AS de comprendre le rôle que le président de la République va jouer. La première question, y a-t-il de l'espoir pour le retour des pays de l'AES? 2. Quels sont les mécanismes de modification de la constitution qui permettent aux différents présidents d'aller au troisième mandat, au quatrième mandat, comme en Côte d'Ivoire? Quels sont les mécanismes que le président va mettre en place pour stopper les coups d'État? Merci.
All right, merci beaucoup. Una we don't understand and say then get free lunch for now. See, you see like minister pack for now all over. Hey, Paddy man, give the mic. Please, don't do that again. Other man didn't give the mic. I don't call the 1, 2.
Good afternoon,
Yes.
everyone. My name is Fatih Gozimojoshala Wisha Conte, and I report for Women's Voice newspaper. Well, my first question, first of all, congratulations, sir, Mr. Minister. Congratulations. My first question, human trafficking and drug smuggling, some pandi unending issue. Most of the regions, them, na the ECOWAS. What will be the president in strategy? We go different from the predecessors, them. We go help combat some pandemic issues there. And also, Boku get pessimistic and optimistic view of the president election as the chairman of ECOWAS. How His Excellency intend for on this imposition where he come to peace talk between regions them where they part of the ECOWAS?
All right, over here, number 3. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Alima Kabo, reporting for Vantage newspaper. First of all, I would like to say a big congratulations to our president, Julius Maada Bio. My question is over to you, Madam Anderson. I want to know the role with grassroots and civic education plays in supporting regional initiative during Sierra Leone's chairmanship. Thank you.
Thank you. On this side, now you, yes.
Good afternoon. My name is Amos Marshall Tarawali, aka the microphone vandalist. I want to direct my question to the Honorable Member of ECOWAS Parliament and the Foreign Affairs Minister. I come across an article where I don't care for fact check, but I'm able to get it. So I just want to Leone clarify. There was some time ago a debate at the ECOWAS Parliament where you, Honorable Emma Silamena and Abdul Kagbo being raised a motion concerning Yenga. And the article where I read, continue for Toxi, the representative from the Guinean side, they're very much reluctant. They say Sierra Leone for see Guinea as aggressor, na Yenga, but rather for see Guinea as a sister country we can benefit. They want to use Yenga as them benefit for the soldier they wouldn't be sent during the war, we can live in life and die for the peace of Sierra Leone. And now President Bio has been elected chair. And now we get the depot in Lunge, we already in completion. With all of this, if every diplomatic venue fail, what's next for Sierra Leone and Yenga?
Yes.
Yes. My name is Mahmoud Silla from the Nature newspaper. My question goes to Honorable Emerson Lamina. In your statement, you say you are privy to the report from every ECOWAS member state. My question here is, what are the policy deficit, legislative deficit, Sierra Leone get in terms of climate change vulnerability and environmental degradation compared to other ECOWAS member states?
Oh, nature. I'm glad you in nature there because the first week, every week, we must talk about the environment. Thank you for that. Okay, now the first set of questions that Mr. Minister Locam, I want to do that quick. If to our cooperation, that we'll do the one there on this side. So, Mr. Minister, the first question are French, so then you understand that more than we all, but maybe we answer that question, repeat the question first, tell me what he asked. Maybe you go answer inside Creole quick, and then I think Iwale you say a few words in French, because you get a French following in channel where while you respond a little bit in French. Yes, but you get a French channel where they go to the sub-region, we put in follow them through. And then secondly, question around human trafficking and drug smuggling, waiting President Biogo do on this, the pessimistic view on peace processes and how they engage on now and day. And then this question say if all efforts fail diplomatically, I think if you don't respond to this question here in the past, and also somebody answered already saying about it. President Bion, a man of peace. You want to avoid about him, but we'll hear from the minister. And then, Honorable, you say you will comment on the question and they, but also particularly around policy and legislative deficits in terms of climate change vulnerability, which you see from ECOWAS perspective as well. I go on with the turn the timer on. Mr. Minister, let's see, we did 3:14 now. See if you will answer the question in 4 minutes. Honorable Yusuf gets 3 minutes. Then the Mame will get 2 minutes. So we'll do one more round. While we're done at 3:30. Go ahead, sir.
Monsieur Cano, merci pour ton question, mais pour le bénéfice de nos citoyens, je vais parler en anglais. Je vais faire la paraphrase, ce que tu as dit. Mr. Osman they asked, he said, under the leadership of President Bio, how we will stop the unconstitutional takeover of government and how we're going to bring the AES countries and back to the ECOWAS community for make the community a stronger and a more productive and highly, of a given constitution. In Côte d'Ivoire, the president vying for run under the constitution of Ivory Coast. If the constitution allows a leader to run, that is acceptable. But in a country, for example, in Sierra Leone, where the constitution is very clear about term limit, they say, forgo more time after 2 terms. And if anybody dares to go above 2 terms, then it's an extra constitutional acquisition or appropriation of the people's power. Okay? So, of course, like I said, we have a situation in Togo, for example. And yesterday, all day, they deal with the situation at Togo. It's also a constitutional misunderstanding where they make the population don't rise against President Faure. But we're keeping a close tab on that situation for protect the constitution of Togo and also protect the human right of the Togolese citizens. And also the call for restraint on both the protesters and the government for ensure, say, peace and stability go in that country there. But I tell you what, also when President Bio assumed the chairman position, the first head of state will call me for congratulate and for talk to President Bio, na Captain Traore of Benin. As you see me, Sidoya, of Burkina Faso, I beg your pardon. As you see me, Sidoya, na call I go respond to from the foreign minister of Niger. Everybody in the AES, they try for calm and talk to President Bio. This is happening because of the credibility that President Bio has. Personally and professionally, we see the president was involved in the 1990s with the NPRC, conducting the country's first democratic elections after, independence, and we see where President Bio been get for handover power to Tijan Kaba, initiate the Yamoussoukro peace talk, which later led to all the eventual peace talk of Lomé, which led to the ceasefire, which bring peace in the country. So yes, President Bio get for make effort for engage these countries because there's credibility, there's a story, there's an experience, there's a relatable life experience where they share with them people here. And that is why he's been engaging Burkina Faso, Niger, and even Mali before this position. Now, somebody spoke about human and drug trafficking. Sierra Leone is a party to UNTOC, which is the United Nations Treaty or Convention on Transnational Organized Crime. Human and drugs trafficking now then constitutes the crimes then where they under the United Nations Convention on Transnational Organized Crime. Well, the government get an anti-drug agency. Yes. Well, this is my show. Allow me, Mr. President. I'm sorry to say, Mr. Minister, yeah, for the benefit of the people. So, human trafficking and drug trafficking, President Bio puts a huge priority on that. And that is why in the Security Council, Sierra Leone began for co-pen with Switzerland a presidential statement for the empowerment of UNOWAS, the United Nations Office in West Africa and the Sahel, because then get a branch of UNOWAS where they deal with human trafficking. Every day, every night, would they get Sierra Leoneans when they attempt for traffic, for go through the Sahel into the Middle East and elsewhere.
Add 2 more minutes. So you could take that 2 minutes later. Just because I want to continue for holding you accountable on time. Go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So we don't see how Sierra Leoneans and they come in drops back after in the whole land of Mauritania, in Niger, where they make sure that these Sierra Leoneans then come back working in collaboration with IOM. Most of them people here, they are people that are object of human trafficking. You can be shocked and surprised when we compare in Mali, like I think last year, 7 Pekin and they wouldn't be done attempt for still out of this country. The Malian government began for stop them and then send them back to Sierra Leone. So the government is making every effort to frustrate and clamp down on drugs trafficking and as well as human trafficking, which are a violation of the UN Convention on Transnational Organized Crimes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Please comment on Yenga quickly, if all options fail.
Well,
all diplomatic options, you say, what's next?
Diplomatic options will not fail.
Good.
They will not fail.
Thank you, sir.
We'll find solution. There's no time outside countries that don't go for FET, physically for border, when they resolve that matter and they fight when they fight for that border, they deliver justice or deliver the land to the other person. It has always been through diplomatic means and will continue. We intensify and use more viable diplomatic fora and mechanisms for make sure, say, Yenga remains territory of the Republic of Sierra Leone.
Thank you, sir. And our chief diplomats, you don't talk. We will continue to believe in diplomatic options. We believe they will work. Honorable, if you can help me for keep an out to 2 minutes, because I want to do another round of questions and we'll get to stop at 3:30. And please go ahead.
2 minutes.
Yes.
EMP 2 minutes. All right. The minister don't endeavor for answer most of our critical questions. I don't go outside it, but we only emphasize on somebody say which legislative